This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, Invercargill and Southland are the winners following the latest round of Provincial Growth Fund funding. Campaigners are declaring victory in the 6-year fight to save Dunedin's Invermaid Research Campus and dozens of jobs. And Roger Khan is set to step down from running a sideline business to his parents' iconic fruit and vegetable shop. Kia ora koutou katoa, good evening, I'm Daryl Baser. Invercargill and Southland are the big winners following the latest round of funding announcements from the Provincial Growth Fund. Regional Development Minister Shane Jones was in Invercargill yesterday announcing a further $3.6 million going to Southland from the fund.
Two self-described regional champions, side by side. Invercargill's Mayor Tim Shadbolt and Regional Economic Development Minister Shane Jones take a stroll through Invercargill yesterday after the announcement of an additional $3.6 million for the Southland from the Provincial Growth Fund.
It's a pleasure to be down here handing out some of the pūtea to local businesses, dedicating some more funds to the local Economic Development Agency for the rangatahi.
The money will go towards 10 Southland engineering and manufacturing firms, as well as a regional careers program. While in the South, Jones took the opportunity to take a swipe at the Ministry of Business, Innovation and Employment because of delays to Invercargill's $30 million inner city block development.
The digger behind me is ready to go, but the demolition permits and the red tape that riddles the building permit system and the resource management system is overdue for a dose of stiff medicine so that we can decongest the digestive tract. It's too constipated, both of those pieces of legislation, and garden variety kiwis down here are very hoha that they can't get on with the mahi. I've just finished ventilating with Mayor Tim. He tells me that it's to do with MB, so at that point my sense of confidence immediately diminished.
Among the $3 million was $500,000, which will go towards investing in the commercial manufacture of New Zealand red seaweed. Sir Tim says aquaculture has the potential to play a massive part in Southland's economy.
Well, aquaculture is what I put a lot of my faith in because we've got the biggest coastline of any region in New Zealand, and we know there's an abundance of wealth contained in that coastline.
After yesterday's announcement, the total amount pledged from the Provincial Growth Fund for projects in Southland grew to $42 million. In Invercargill, The South Today.
Research in the area of urology is set to take a great leap forward thanks to the arrival of a new associate professor and a significant donation. Dr. Amir Zarabi arrived in Dunedin from South Africa last month with his family. He's due to split his time between the Dunedin School of Medicine and as a clinical consultant for the Southern District Health Board. In 2007, Otago businessman Trevor Scott donated $1 million to the university to fund the position. There's a worldwide shortage of specialists in this area, and the university has been searching to fill this position for years. Campaigners are declaring victory in the 6-year fight to save Dunedin's Invermaid Research Campus and the dozens of top science jobs still based there. Dunedin North Labour MP David Clark revealed a letter of expectation sent to AgResearch by Research, Science and Innovation Minister Megan Woods.
Mission accomplished. An ecstatic David Clark and other supporters of the Invermaid Research Centre are celebrating success after a long battle to save the institution.
Since 2014 I've been involved in collecting signatures and pushing the issue in Parliament in opposition. New Zealand First, as our coalition partners, come in behind this as well, and we're just pleased because now we have saved Invermaid.
Seen here in footage from 2016, the then opposition MP for Dunedin North was among those spearheading the Save Invermaid campaign. Former head of Invermaid, Jock Allison, is also pleased with the announcement and says keeping staff at the facility shows good judgment.
Yeah, I think the lesson is do what common sense tells you, which there's been a complete lack of it for quite a long time.
As part of its future footprint plan, Ag Research had intended to relocate top scientists and support staff from Invermay to Lincoln. But after years of campaigning in Dunedin and Parliament, supporters are pleased with the result. Notification of their success came in a letter of expectation from Research, Science and Innovation Minister Megan Woods. The letter states, "The need to maintain Invermay as a centre of research for the primary sector, especially in respect of sheep genetics and genomics." New Zealand First MP and Lawrence sheep farmer Mark Patterson agrees the outcome is a victory for common sense.
We've got world-class, the best sheep genomics scientists in the world, and disbanding that would have been a disaster. Would have set sheep farming back 10 years. It would take 10 years to recover from that.
Ag Research's acting chairman Paul Reynolds replied to the minister, confirming Ag Research is committed to maintaining its human and physical capital at Invermay. David Clark says the letter is as clear as the Crown gets about its intentions, and Ag Research's response shows it's got the message. In Dunedin, the South Today.
6 fire appliances rushed to a central Dunedin building after a heat pump started a small fire. Fire and Emergency New Zealand says it was called to a fire on Moray Place, with a ladder truck dispatched due to the height of the building involved. Appliances from St Kilda, Willowbank, Roslyn and Dunedin attended the scene. However, most of the appliances were turned around soon after they arrived due to the small nature of the fire. The fire was put out quickly and the event was over within 30 minutes. Roger Kahn has been buying and selling produce since the 1950s, running a sideline business to his parents' iconic fruit and vegetable shop. But the 86-year-old has now decided to pass the business on to fellow food supply company Kahn Catering Supplies.
After 60 years in the fruit and veggie game, the owner of Wing On Wholesale, Roger Kahn, is closing up shop. At the age of 86, he's had some health issues with glaucoma, but he's not retiring just yet.
And then it's got to the stage there, I was sick for a while, and I thought, well, I better close it down. I made a decision, I'll close it down. So what I did was I gave my customer base to Kahn's Catering Supplies, and I'll be moving over there just to give them some advice and just to keep my interest in the fruit and veggies and in food.
Kahn says running a food wholesale business has become increasingly more difficult than the old days.
And a lot of the growers, they used to be out the Taieri. We used to get a lot of stuff from the Taieri. They're all gone now, so everything comes from up north, and there's always delays and problems, and the weather these days interrupts things.
He still likes to get out on the water and do some fishing in his boat with a little help from his friends.
I've got friends that will drive it now, and I go out fishing. I still gut my fish, fillet fish, bait my hooks. I do all that. I do it all by feel. The same with fruit and veggies now. I've learned to feel most of the fruit and veggies. I can feel it, and then I can tell 80% whether it's good quality or not.
There's no slowing down just yet for Mr. Kahn, and he will leave a Titanic-sized hole in the local wholesale business. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Still to come on the South Today, there's great news for a Fijian Balclutha family, and we meet a strongman who's set to demonstrate his skills at St Andrew's Day celebrations. See you after the break.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Lanark Castle is proud to showcase their new retail space. Simply purchase an annual garden pass for year-round access to the garden, cafe and gift shop, or apply for a host card giving you full access to the castle, ballroom, cafe, gift shop and garden when accompanied by a full paying guest. Check out the website for full terms and conditions.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
Step into Ross Cafe, located at Ross Home in North East Valley. We have a great range of hot and cold food, friendly service and a warm atmosphere that you are sure to enjoy. We look forward to serving you soon at Ross Cafe.
No mai anō, welcome back. Back in July we brought you the story of a Balclutha man whose disabled wife was due to be deported back to Fiji. For more than 10 years, Mohammed Kalim has been working as a halal butcher at a Balclutha processing plant. His wife, Firoza Begum, worked at New World Balclutha until she had a severe stroke in 2016. A clerical error in processing their most recent annual working visas led to her deportation order. After months of lobbying by MPs and lawyers, Immigration New Zealand has now backtracked and granted them both residency. Kalim says the department's turnaround has given him a lot of relief as he was worried for his wife. Lunchtime diners in Dunedin's Octagon got a taste of what's planned for St Andrew's Day tomorrow. Local strongman Jaden Hill is set to lend a hand in the Highland Games section, demonstrating some impressive lifting.
Nope, it's not polystyrene or paper mache. It's one of the stones of manhood stones being capably lifted by local strongman Jaden Hill in preparation for tomorrow's St Andrew's Day celebrations.
On Saturday, November 30th, is St Andrew's Day, and this is a good chance for us to run our Celebrate St Andrew's Day event on the day. It's the first time we've been able to do that. It is a Saturday, which will create a few issues, I'm sure, but we usually run it on a Sunday. But it's Saturday, 10 a.m. till 2:30 p.m. and basically we're here to celebrate our city's Scottishness and all about it in terms of food, drink, activities, events and lots of have-a-goes for the whole family.
For some, climbing every mountain is a challenge, but Strongman Hill prefers to take it piece by piece, just one 130 kg stone at a time.
So I'm here for the St Andrew's Celebration Day. Part of the Highland Games Festival is the manhood stones, so I'll be lifting the manhood stones and hopefully getting some people from the crowd to lift them as well.
Hill isn't new to stones of manhood competitions, as he's put his muscles where his mouth is at events like this around the world.
So biggest comp was the Strongman World Champs for the under 105s. So I won that in Finland a couple of years back, and then I went and did all the kind of stones of strength around Scotland and Iceland.
People are being encouraged to have a go with many of the activities, including the strength tests, and organiser Simon Vere says there's a taste sensation for those who are early and game enough to try.
We've run a haggis pie eating competition for a couple of years now, and this is the first time we've got onto Steve who ate all the pies, and he's come up with an absolute gem of a pie. He says the key to it, and it does taste amazing, the key to it is just good seasoning, salt and pepper, There is a nip of whiskey in there involved in the sauce, and so we'll have a haggis pie eating competition in the early afternoon.
St Andrew's Day events are due to kick off in Dunedin's Octagon at 10 a.m. tomorrow. In Dunedin, the South Today. And after the break on the South Today, we asked Dunedin people what they think of the American Black Friday sales, and there's some good news in the weekend's weather forecast. See you after the break.
Every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality, stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 17 years. New doors, replacement doors and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
Step into Shop on Carrot and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
When it's time to say goodbye to your pet, Heaven Sent Pet Cremations are here to help you through this difficult experience. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today for their care and guidance. Phone 489 2274.
Thanks for staying with us. Black Friday sales are a North American tradition where retailers have big specials on the day after Thanksgiving, the fourth Thursday in November. The South Today took to the streets to ask people if they knew what Black Friday was, what they were planning to buy, and whether they thought it was a good idea to adopt this American tradition.
I think it's a shopping sale. I don't really know what it's for though.
A sale that's to do with America and not really us?
I'm having a look because I just finished my job, so yeah. I'm having a look around to see if there's any bargains.
There's some stuff that's significantly cheaper today.
My plan is actually to get a PS4 game.
You're gonna
I'm gonna buy Star Wars.
I'm going to buy some clothes.
Yeah?
A bed.
Oh, okay.
A comfortable bed. I got a bad back, so.
Nothing in person, just online game-related stuff. Is it?
It's kind of interesting since we don't really celebrate Thanksgiving or anything.
Oh, I don't mind. We're quite a multicultural thing, so I see nothing wrong with it.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Invercargill and Southland are the big winners following the latest round of funding announcements from the Provincial Growth Fund. Campaigners are declaring victory in the 6-year fight to save Dunedin's Invermay Research Campus and dozens of top science jobs. And Roger Khan is set to step down from running a sideline business to his parents' iconic fruit and vegetable shop after being in the trade for many years. Time now for a look at what's happening in tomorrow's big Saturday Otago Day Times. Welcome, Stu Oldham. G'day, mate.
G'day, Daryl. How are you?
Good. Yourself?
Good. I'm extremely excited, to be frank. Right now, even as we speak, we've got a reporter at Torrey Airfield who's there to meet a conservation dog who was rescued from Campbell Island over the week. It's a very exciting story. Rodent detection dog Flint was there for work and he was charged at by a sea lion and he shot off into the bush. The New Zealand Defence Force was there on the job that they were at. They had a good look around with helicopters with thermal imaging, couldn't find them, and they had to leave the island. So they left, which meant it became a mainland rescue. And so in the past couple of days, Heli Otago has sent a helicopter down. They found Flint. He's on the other side of the island waiting patiently at a base there. So he's currently being reunited with people on the ground out there right now. We also have a look at the sentencing of a woman who dumped the body of a man under a tree. Alicia Dawson was jailed for 2 years and 3 months today for what she did to Brent Bacon. However, the thing that sticks in our mind from this story is the reaction of the daughter, the sister of the victim. Now, she asked the court not to send Dawson to prison. She said that as a society we need to invest in her and that punishment simply won't fix what she's done. Mr. Bacon was killed in February. This woman, Dawson, didn't do it, but she did dispose of his body. So perhaps that's where the sister's coming from. We also spent some time at the shops during the Black Friday sales, which were quite remarkable. Thousands of people downtown today. It was bigger than Boxing Day, many retailers say, and of course that was supplemented by the many cruise ship passengers. We also have some more detail on the troubled life of Bernard Scanther, the doctor who was this week convicted of murdering Amber Rose Bush. We've learned a bit more about the trail of disciplinary issues that he's had in the past and how that may have contributed to the sort of man that he was. We also look at the Crown's prime witness in the case against him, and we consider the past of that man and how it was raised in the defence as well. And also we talked to Tony Brown, the rugby maestro, about the All Blacks job and his role in the future for Japan.
Brilliant. That's a whole lot of reading and more.
Oh, you can get there, absolutely.
Excellent. Thank you, Stu. Time now for a look at the weekend's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Beginning with today's southern view, taken overlooking the entrance to Otago Harbour without a molar in sight. Looking at the situation, a warmer northwesterly airflow develops over southern districts this weekend with mostly fine weather and plenty of sunshine in the east, but some rain develops in western areas later on Sunday. Starting off at the northwest of the South Island, Grammas and Westport are set for cloudy skies, a bit of rain and 20 degrees. Heading across to the northeast, Nelson and Blenheim can expect the odd cloud and 22 degrees. Moving down to Canterbury, you'll have some cloudy skies across this area with a little bit of rain for some. Kaikoura heads for 19, Christchurch you're set for a cloud or two and 18, and Ashburton you should make it to 22 degrees. Down at the southern outlook, Balclutha, the Catlins, Lumsden and Gore can all expect moderate northeasterlies, clear skies and 20 degrees. Looking across to central Otago, moderate northwesterlies and fine weather are set to be across this area. Wanaka and Alexandra you're both due for 22 degrees, Queenstown you're in line for 21, while Te Anau you should plan for freshening northwesterlies and 19. And to the northern towns, Timaru and Oamaru have variable winds, high cloud and 18 degrees. Twizel and Omarama can both expect moderate northwesterlies and fine weather, Twizel 22 and Omarama 23. In Dunedin, some cloud tonight, looking at an overnight low of 9, mostly fine and sunny tomorrow with fresh to strong breezy northeasterlies, a high of 17 and a low of 12. Warmer on Sunday with high cloud increasing during the day and moderate northerly winds, a high of 23 and a low of 13. And in Invercargill, fine tonight with an overnight low of 7 degrees. Warmer northwesterlies freshening during the day tomorrow, with high cloud increasing later on. A high of 19 and a low of 12. Some rain develops during the afternoon on Sunday, with fresh mild northwesterly winds, a high of 18 and a low of 12. And that's all from the South Today Week team for this Friday, and indeed for the week. For the latest news from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz and follow Channel 39 on Facebook and YouTube. Have a great evening and weekend. Don't forget to check out Southern Newsweek, and also check out Dunedin's Santa Parade and concert that follows if you're so inclined. Ta kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.